Okay, for this ornament, we're going to use some tumbling tower blocks from the Dollar Tree, along with a garland tie and some little mini bells, some jute from the Dollar Tree, and some folk art paint in green. I can't remember which green it is. Folk art in burgundy, and apple barrel in red. So for each ornament, we're going to make 3. You need 3 tumbling tower blocks, and we're going to put them together just like that. Now you can use E6000, super glue, tacky glue, whatever you have on hand to keep it simple. That gives you a clue as to what today is. So I'm going to use my hot glue gun since I have it. I love my little SUREBONDER, and I'm just going to put 2 of the blocks together the long way. And then I'm going to take and put some glue on the bottom there and attach my 3rd little block. And that's all you got to do. You got to do all 3 of them just like that and get them all together. And then I'm going to paint them and we'll be back. So now that they're all painted, I did, as I said, 1 in the green, 1 in the black, and 1 in red. I am going to distress them a little, and I'm just taking a sanding block from the Dollar Tree, but if you don't have one, you can use a piece of sandpaper, you can use an emery board, whatever you've got. And I'm just going to give a light sanding to the edges just to make them look a little weathered and worn. You can do more sanding if you want, less sanding if you want. It depends on what you want your crafts to look like. I want these to be, you know, not real rustic, but just enough. So I'm just going to do the edges. Another way to go about this, if you didn't have sandpaper or anything like that, you could distress it with a little bit of white paint and using a dry brush technique. So there's so many different ways that you can make these ornaments look, but this is how I wanted mine to look. So they're all distressed. Now let's clean up that mess with my little ladybug vacuum, which I absolutely adore. If you want one, there is a Amazon affiliate link down in the description box, and I don't make you don't have to pay any extra, and I get a little commission if you buy through my link. All right, so I'm going to take this garland, and I'm just going to put a little kink in it, so I have like 2 little pieces. And I'll get 3, 1 for each of the hats. And I am using my wire cutters, but it would cut nicely using a pair of scissors. It's not really that hard wire to cut. So if you don't have wire cutters, you can still do this. All right, now I think they need a haircut. So we're just going to cut off some of the excess from this, because I think they'd look a little raggedy, and I just want them a little bit more of a tailored look. So not quite as messy, but boy, am I making a mess with all of these. Well, I have my ladybug vacuum, right? So let's get it out and clean up. And there we go. All right, now let's get to putting these things together. So I'm just going to take some hot glue, and again, you can use whatever glue you have. Oh, yeah, let's do the twine first. I forgot. All right, so we're going to probably wrap it around 3 or 4 times and put just a little dot of hot glue to start it. Wrap it around 3 or 4 times, whatever, you know, looks good to you. And then we'll give it a cut and then hot glue it down. And again, whatever glue you got. We're keeping it simple. It is Sunday after all. There we go. Push it down with our little spatula there so we don't burn our fingers. And remember, if you have hot glue when you're using it, keep a little bowl of water handy, so if you do burn yourself, you can get it in there good. So now we got all of our jute on our little guys there. Get a little extra piece. Now we're going to add our pieces of garland along with our little bells. And other than adding a little hanger for them, these are basically done. I have these little jump rings that I use for my jewelry, and I'm just going to attach them to the backs using some hot glue, and then I go over and add a little hot glue over the top of it. so that way they'll stay on there nicely. And once that hot glue dries, it's not going to be coming off, and you just tie a knot and loop it. And this is part of Melissa Makes It DIY's Keep It Simple Sunday challenge. And her channel, along with the playlist for today's channel, will be linked in the description box below. So make sure that you check out Melissa and you check out everyone else on the playlist, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of very simple crafting to keep you entertained this winter. Okay, so DIY number 2, I'm using some of these little baby cubes that you get at Dollar Tree, along with some apple barrel paint in white. I just took all 3 and I painted them in white on all sides, and then I am going to sand all the edges just like I did the first time. It's hard to see here, but believe me, I distressed each of the edges, and there's 12 edges on these little cubes. So make sure you don't miss any, because you really want to make sure you've distressed the whole thing. So now that they're distressed, we're going to decide what order we want to put them in. So which one's the bottom, which one's the middle, and which one's the top. And as if you can't tell, we're making a little snowman. And I'm just going to, again, use some super glue, but you can use whatever glue you've got. And I'm going to put them together, but I'm going to stagger them a little. I don't want them to be perfectly lined up. I just want them a little bit staggered. Put that glue on there, a little bit more, and get the last block on top. Make sure his face is the right way. You want the best side showing, of course. Now I'm going to use the same jump ring that I did in the last one, just to give it something to hang, but you can use a little baby cup hook, or, you know, just glue on your hanger, however you want to do it. So basically, I'm just going to stand it up right on the top there, and then I'm going to go over the ring with a little bit more hot glue, and once that dries, it'll be on there really well. I like it. So now we've got to give our snowman a face. So I'm just using this little baby dowel, and I'm going to dip it in the black apple barrel and give him a couple eyes. And just really dotting the eyes on there, no big deal. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now I'm going to use a toothpick to give him his nose and his button, or not his nose, I'm sorry, his mouth and his buttons in the black paint. So I'm just kind of dotting it on there. Give him a little smile. You can make these dots as big or as little as you want. I could have used the back of a paintbrush or whatever, but a toothpick works perfectly there. And now let's give him some buttons on his middle cube. These ornaments are so easy. You can do them with the kids. You can make up a bunch as presents and just decorate everywhere. I love the simple ornaments that I'm doing today. I hope you like them too. Let me know what you think in the comments. I've got 3 different ornaments today. This is number 2. And now I'm just going to take a little teeny baby brush. I think it's like a 0 or something like that. And I'm going to take a little bit of the orange paint pumpkin by Folk Art and just give him a little bit of a carrot nose. And there we go. Give them that little nose there. You've got to have a carrot. And he's done. I think he's so cute. He's going to look so adorable hanging in my tree. And then we'll just take, again, a little piece of jute, tie a knot at the top of it. If I can get it lined up. And just a quick overhand knot, nothing big. Pull it nice and tight. And then take the loop end and feed it through our little jump ring there. And wrap it up and then pull. And there you go. See, it's on there really good. It's not going to go anywhere. And that should hang it on our tree perfectly. All right, so for DIY number 3, we're going to make this little holly type ornament. And I got a piece of green felt for, I think it's 76 by 84 or something like that for $2. And then that berry pick is from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just taking 3 little berries off of it, and a little hanger out of the Dollar Tree jute, and that's it. So we're just going to put a fold in our felt and just cut a little leaf shape. And you just need to cut 3 little leaves. And remember, all leaves are different. They're not all the same, so it doesn't have to be perfect. They're just 3 leaf shapes, and that one just doesn't want to come off my fingers. All right, there we go. One last leaf here. And this, again, would be easy to do with the kids. So simple. All right, so now that we've got our 3 little leaves, we're going to take some glue. Again, I'm using my SUREBONDER, but you can use any glue you want, fabric glue, whatever is going to work here. You just want to put a little dab right at the wider end of our leaf, and then pinch it together, and just hold it until it's set. And again, if your fingers are sensitive to the heat of the glue gun, you can use those little pink things you can get at the Dollar Tree, and so that you don't burn your fingers. But I am so used to heat on my fingers, it's not even funny. There we go. Pinch that one together. You might have to hold it a little bit longer if you're using like tacky glue or something, or you can use those little clips that you get at the Dollar Tree until the tacky glue is set. Whatever works for the type of glue you're using. With hot glue, it's nice and easy just to pinch it together and hold it for a second or two, and then you're good to go. And once all 3 leaves have been shaped, we'll put the 3 leaves together, again using some hot glue in my case, and you can use whatever kind of glue you need for yours. Put 2 together, and then add the 3rd one on the other side there. There we go. And you don't have to use green felt. If you want to do this for a fall type tree or something, you could do orange felt, yellow felt, red felt, whatever looks good to you. And just a little hot glue excess there, we'll take it off. And then there was a little glue from the tree pick on these berries. I had to pull off there, and I think I have to pull it off the other 2 too. And just glue your berries on in a little cluster, 3 berries for 3 little leaves. So again, remember, let me know in the comments which one of these ornaments is your favorite. I think I like them all, but I think the snowman hat is my favorite out of these. But I really think these would look adorable on your tree. So it'll give it a little elegance. I think they're just really kind of just simple and easy, but I don't think any of the crafts that I did today look simple or easy. When you look at them when they're done, they look like they're high end, and that's not a bad thing when they are so simple to do. And just attach the hanger to the back, and that's it. We're done. Let's look at the reveal. And there they are, all of my ornaments. I think they all came out wonderful. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, check out Melissa's channel. Her link will be in the description box, along with the Keep It Simple Sunday playlist. That'll be listed down below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, I would really appreciate you doing so. It helps my channel grow. And if you hit the bell icon, you'll be notified when I upload more videos. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, live fully, love deeply, learn something new every day. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.